Hi, I'm George Stroud. This is my Introduction to Music Production Week 2 assignment video. I'm going to be looking at recording some MIDI. We're going to be setting up a virtual instrument. We're going to be then playing that MIDI back through the virtual instrument. We're going to be looking at quantizing it to perhaps improve upon my poor performance, and a little look at how we might go about editing that MIDI input that we'd managed to record. I'm going to be using my trusty laptop up here. I'm going to be using an M-Audio Ozone as my MIDI interface and as my audio interface also. I'm going to be using my DAW, which is Cubase SX3 is what I've got my hands on here. So we're going to go with that. Let's go to the computer now. First thing I'm going to do is, I've already started on my project, I've chosen a safe directory to put it in, all that kind of business, given a name and so forth. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a track, add a MIDI track. That gives me where I'm going to actually record my input in just a moment. Second thing I need to do is I need to give that some kind of virtual instrument to play through. I'm going to go to my devices, VST instruments. You'll notice you can pull that up with F11 if you want to go for a shortcut. Choose a synth. I'm going to choose a standard SX3 instrument, so it's called an embracer. And then I need to choose myself some kind of pad on that. I'm going to go in for this, let's have some classic strings on this project. Now, cunning bit here is to go back to our channel setup, our channel strips. We've chosen our MIDI channel, so we just said we're going to call this synth strings. And give it a colour so we can distinguish it from anything else we have up. I'll give it a nice aquamarine. And what we need to do then is to, there we are, bring up channel strip. You see we've got an input here. You can see this input is shown on the marker here. At the moment it's set to output to the wavetable synth on my laptop. I'm going to change that. I'm going to connect it through to the embracer that we just set up, and you'll hear now. Now I've got that being routed through the computer, uses the VST to produce a sound, kicks that back out to the sound card. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set up my tempo, my time signature here. I'm going to make this something of a slow waltz, and put it on fixed tempo. Give it a tempo of 95 beats per minute, and I'm going to make this 3/4. I've turned on my click here, we've got something to go with, and count in here. Now, we've already armed the track. When we created that track, it was armed to record. We've got it on listen back so we can hear what we're playing. I'm going to go straight ahead, and it's going to give me 2 bars of count in, and then we'll see what my magic fingers will produce. See, properly wrong in the end there, but nonetheless, you can see that this has produced a recording across the top here. It's a little bit messy, as you probably heard there. I'm going to go back and play that back now so we can have a listen. Turn the click off for a moment so we can have a bit of a hear of what's going on there. Not the best performance ever, I'll admit, but we can improve upon that. So, what we want to do is we want to go quantize, bring those notes closer into where they should be according to the click. Put the click back on. Play from here, we can hear. Not always falling on the click. Here in Cubase, what we do is got the quantize section up here. We're going to set up quantize. I'm going to set it up to every quarter beat. You've got the iterative strength here if you want to use that. You can also choose the area over which it applies the quantize. I'm going to give it quite a wide berth because I'm pretty inaccurate. apply the quantize. Let's give that a bit of a play now. Really want to be listening to that for too long. You can see that it's brought a lot closer. That's what quantizing does. Great thing about using a VST is that you can go and play with that instrument. If I just bring back up the VST instruments panel, I can go and choose a pad at this point. This one's called LA Confidential, and we'll find out that subtly changes the sound of what the computer's creating. You can do all sorts of things with that, and obviously double it up onto different instruments and so forth. And with that, I'm going to leave you for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed my presentation. I hope you found it instructional, and yeah, thanks for listening.